A tragic accident changed the course of his life forever. For most, it would have begun a life of discontent and wallowing around in self-misery. For Jonathan Nadeau, it kickstarted a new chapter of inspiration and appreciation. Even though he lost his sight permanently, he gained a passion to put creativity first in all areas of his life. And now, he wants to encourage you to do the same. There are times when you'll be faced with a choice. Be crushed by the weight of the situation, or use the fresh start to rebound bigger, better, and more inspired than ever before. This is Tornado, stories of those who refuse to choose defeat and instead chose to embrace the storm. Here's your host, Jonathan Nadeau.
Greetings and salutations. Thank you for joining us. My name is Jonathan Nadeau. I am your host. Welcome to Embrace Your Storm. This is a podcast where we interview people of all creative types, and we've got another exciting episode for you as always. So today I'm speaking with Roman. He has submitted a film to the Tornado Film Festival called Sideline. So Roman, thanks for coming on today.
Hello, thank you for having me here.
It's my pleasure. So Roman, before we get into Sideline, what brought you into the film industry? How did film become your creative outlet? What brought you down that road?
I'm an actor for a long time now, about 20 years. And I was always expecting the others to ask me to play in their project. But this year, I decided to make mine. And so I started with this one, a story about rugby, because I was a rugby player before, and it's a story that matters to me. So that's why.
That's cool. So what position did you play in rugby?
I was, how do we say it in English? It's number 8. Yes, it's number 8 in English.
Okay. So the positions are by numbers instead of like in hockey or whatever. That's like centers and forwards and defense.
Yeah. In rugby, it's the only post that you said the number. It's number 8.
Okay.
6 and 7 are blind side and open side, I think.
Okay.
And there's a first line.
So is 8 more of a defensive? Are you more near the goalie and stuff? Then
it's a post between attacking and defense.
Okay.
It's very global. Yeah,
that's where all the brutal stuff happens.
Yeah, that's right. In the scrum.
Exactly. That's cool. So how long did you play rugby for?
About around I started at 15 years.
Oh, no kidding.
But I stopped because of my knees.
You played past high school and stuff? Did you play semi-professional or whatever?
I was a rugby champion.
No
in
kidding.
2002, French champion, university French champion in
Wow.
2002.
That's awesome.
So it was great, but I stopped my little career because of my knees. I broke the ligaments.
Oh my goodness.
So 2 times, and I said to myself, okay, it's time to stop.
Yeah. So now were you into film at that point too when you were playing rugby?
No, when I was a champion in 2002, I was in my studies, and I stopped my studies to go to Paris to learn how to be an actor.
No kidding.
The Cours Florent. I don't know if you know the school.
I don't.
But it's one of the famous schools in Paris.
That's
and
cool.
That's when I started to act. And I do a lot of theater plays. And in France, I was in series and not so much of features. But I'm in Visions. I don't know if you heard about with Diane Kruger. It's the movie of directed by Jan Gosling. Maybe you've heard
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
maybe not, because in France, uh, it will we can see it in middle of September, I think. So maybe it's not yet in the United States. So I think.
So, what was it about acting then that brought that you liked about that? Like, what made you want to go to Paris and start to learn how to act?
Because in my studies there was um, how do you say it? A I don't know the word, but there's something called video when we have to make a short movie.
Mm.
I did it with a friend of mine, and he told me, "Oh, you're not that bad at acting, so maybe try to do some." And I said to myself, "Okay, let's go to Paris, and I will try." So I stopped. No, I finished my studies. I worked about 6 months in um, telecommunications, and I
Mm.
stopped that. I went to Paris. I did 3 years of drama school, and during that I played theater outside.
Mm.
And from now it was I always worked, and it has been very good for me. I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Now, where did you move? Like, where did you move from before you went to Paris? Like, where in France did you live before you moved to Paris?
La Rochelle. I don't know
Okay.
if you. You
No,
see?
I'm geographically challenged. I mean, I know Cannes is in the south of France, and you
Yes,
know,
and
Nice is kind of somewhere, you know.
south, also south
Yeah,
of
it's
France,
also south. Yeah.
southeast. And La Rochelle is the west, middle west,
Okay.
very middle west of
Okay.
Atlantic. Yeah.
Okay. So was it just a couple hours away from Paris then?
4 hours by
Okay.
car and 3 hours by train.
Okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. So now tell us a little bit about Sideline. Like
Yeah.
what's the plot
The-
behind this and what made you kind of want to do this?
I will tell you the pitch. So, Eric, a regional rugby coach, is willing to do anything to win, even if this implies to risk the physical integrity of his players.
Mm.
So, it is a sequence shot 3 minutes before halftime. And I said a lot with the pitch, so I don't want to
Yeah,
say
you don't want to
more.
give it all away.
Yeah, that's it.
What
But it's about concussions.
yeah. And so I'm sort of assuming then maybe is the coach
Yeah, it is the
setting
coach.
is the coach kind of setting up a play or setting up a
Uh,
player to possibly get hurt in order to win the game kind of thing?
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. That's it.
Okay, okay.
And
So
I'm playing the coach.
that's cool. That's cool. Now did you do? I think you said this before the interview. Did you put this film together? It's like, is it all stills that you kind of stitched together?
Sorry, I don't understand. Repeat.
Is it all like still pictures that you took and stitched them together to make the film, or is
Oh,
it?
it's a sequence shot.
Oh, okay, okay,
So there's no editing on it.
okay.
It's only one shot, 2 minutes before the game, the half time. Sorry, and it's to be more in the action.
Now you said you want again. I think you said this before the interview, but like when you played rugby,
Yeah,
there was a lot of problems with like concussions and things like that, and they
yeah,
so
because
that's kind of why you approach this kind of
yeah,
storyline also.
yeah. For example, when I played rugby, it was allowed to tackle a man and to make it fall on his head. It was allowed. So a lot of time I did it. And I was not aware of the risks.
Mm,
I could have killed one of the players or
yeah, yeah.
injured them. It was very dangerous. And now it's the rugby is evolving. It's better, but there's still things to do to protect players. And I don't want to say that rugby is dangerous. I just want to tell people to find ways to secure players.
Mm, mm, mm. Did you see
That's
any
it.
injuries when you played?
Not not that
That was
bad.
that serious. Yeah.
Not serious. That's the
Yeah.
word I was searching. Only ligaments, knee ligaments, cross ligaments, or things like that, or ankles, but not serious injuries. No.
Okay.
I had concussion twice.
No kidding.
And at my time, when you had one, so you were in the pitch black,
Yeah.
and you say it's okay, yeah, it's okay, you can play, yeah, I can play. So and you continue to play.
No,
So,
totally.
but
Like that. That's how it is in all kind of professional sports. Oh yeah, I'm
yeah,
good.
like in
I can't see
NFL.
straight, but I'm good. Like
Yeah, that's it. But like the documentary in on Netflix about NFL, it's Last Chance. I don't know if you
No, I've
see,
never seen that actually.
and it's about NFL players that they are going to do anything to have to stay in their post even if they are really injured.
Yeah.
So NFL is wow, it's much serious, and the contacts are more serious than in rugby. I think.
Yeah. No, there are some brutal hits that go on for sure.
Yeah, and NFL is an institution, so to change things, it's difficult.
Yeah. No, totally.
Mm.
So with Sideline, how many people were like did you work with to get this done?
With the actors and
Yeah.
technician, we were around 15.
Oh wow.
15. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actors. One was a referee, but is off. But we played with him, and the others were first assistant, script, making of photographer, sound, etc. And we were around 15. Yeah,
Wow, no
and
kidding.
it was great because I find a real family to work with, and I can't pay them because in France short movies are not easy to make.
Doesn't the government really support like film, and the government actually gives out a lot of money to make films?
Sometimes, yes. There's aids that helps, like CNC, but it's you have to make a real good dossier. I can't find the word. It's very hard to have, especially when it's very short.
Okay.
When it's 3 minutes, it's difficult.
Like if you're doing a feature film, they're more interested in supporting
that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And the aim of this is to have a family and to work with. And so at one moment, I will pay them. I will try to find money to pay them. So that's the point of the collaboration.
Yeah. So with what advice would you give like any up and coming, filmmakers like that are writing scripts or getting into producing or directing? Like what kind of advice would you give anyone kind of breaking into the industry?
Maybe the better one is to find people with the same point of view, the same willing to do things, and people that believes in your script, especially. I was lucky because when I sent by mail my script to everybody, each person, and they believed in it. And now we were selected in 3 months in 14 festival, and we won 13 awards. So that's great. That's great.
Definitely.
That's very great. I'm really proud.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't expect that. So that's great for everybody because they said they they work for something. They worked for something.
Absolutely.
They have worked for something.
Yeah. No,
So that's it.
No, that's good. That's great. But Roman, I thank you so much for your work of Sideline. Without creators like you, there'd be no reason for the Tornado Film Festival. So thank you for your submission and all your hard work on this project.
Thank you for having me and talk about it. That's a chance for me.
Absolutely. It's been my pleasure. Yeah. Any final words for the audience, Roman, before we go?
Yes. 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 So in 10 days, there's a World Cup of rugby. So watch it.
There you go. Oh, and do you have any like websites or social media you want to give out to if you like people want to get?
Yes, it's I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and my website is Romain Romain Fleury. My name like Mac Fleury, but it's not the same spelling. It's FLEURY.
There you go.
Thatbook.com.
There you go.
That's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Roman, so much for your time. And
thank you.
My pleasure. And everyone, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. And don't forget to embrace your storm. See ya.
See ya.
Tornado with Jonathan Nadeau. If you haven't yet, please subscribe now so you're first to hear new episodes with more stories of inspiration about the highs and lows of life and how embracing the storm is so much more fulfilling of a life than being crushed by the weight of the world. And until then, we hope you're inspired to do something, whether it's creating, participating, or learning, whatever leads you to your personal passion.